know what that dream is that you have. I don't care how disappointing it might have been as you've been working toward that dream. That dream that you're holding in your mind, that it's possible.
Jangan lupa tekan like dan subscribe.
Hello people, hello beautiful people.
Right, hi guys, welcome back to Gempakoku. And today I've got a guest in the house, Miss Ais Isaac. Okay, and first we're going to introduce where we are. We are at, what is this called? Majapahit?
Gajah Mada by the Majapahit.
By the Majapahit at My Town Shopping
My Town
Center.
Cheras.
My Town Cheras. So we're going to have our lunch first. Okay, our green curry, sotong. Sotong apa tu?
This is a spicy sotong masak pedas.
And kangkong.
Kangkong.
So we're going to have our lunch. We're going to have a lunch and then we're going to start with our review of the Korean drama Start Up.
그해 나의 봄에 네가 있어서 다행이야. 서달미라고 합니다.
엄마, 재혼했어. 할머니, 나 이제 혼자야. 엄마가 언니 데리고 떠났어.
서달미?
걔한테 편지 좀 써.
얘 어때요? 똑똑하고 착하고 팔자 좋아 보이는데. 야, 바꿔.
없는 남자친구까지 동원해가면서 창업 운운하는 널 보니까 지금 네 처지가 어떤지 빤히 보이네. 고마워. 다른 선택을 보여줘서.
시간이랑 장소 줘봐. 도산이랑 같이 갈게. 괜찮아요. 제정신이에요.
끔찍해요.
나이 30 다 되도록 제대로 된 직업 하나 없어.
인상은?
최악 직전.
스타트업 한다며.
창업할 때서 돈 대줬더니 시비 얼굴을 변기라고 씹으리는 해련 기계나 만들어.
보통 사람들은 절대 못 찾을 겁니다.
남도산 찾았대. 난 도착. 파란색 옷 입고 있어.
초면인데 막 반말해. 30초 후 도착합니다.
왜 자꾸 존댓말? 어딘지 모를 꿈결 속에서 한 번 속지 내가 두 번 속냐!
딱 1시간입니다. 1시간만 편지 속에 남도산이 적해줘요.
아쉬운 거는 저짜기 전에 배팅 한번 쉬게 해봐. 오케이? 아니. 돈은 안 받겠습니다. 대신 저희 삼선택을 샌드박스에 들어가게 해주십시오.
우산이 있는데도 일부러 비 맞아본 적 있어? 갑자기 그런 생각이 들더라. 아주 가끔 헤매보는 것도 괜찮겠다.
아주 가끔 지도 없는 항해를 떠나보는 것도 근사하겠다. 니네 혹시 정장 있냐?
코스모스. 아직 봄이잖아. 천천히 기다리면 가을에 가장 예쁘게 필 거야. 나 오늘 도산이 만났다? 어떤 도산이?
앞으로가 걱정이네요.
저 엄마 빼고 여자한테 문자 전화 받아.
아니 서달미 씨 참 이상한 사람이네.
금전수란 건데
글쎄 나무가 돈을 벌어다 주신. 고마워.
나 오늘 회사 그만뒀다. 창업할 거야. 도산이 너처럼.
민자한테 지는 게 그렇게 싫어? 어?
치면 아빠를 선택해서 징계돼.
자꾸만 더 바라게 돼.
우리 도산이한테 욕심이라는 게 생기면
이 맛에 코딩하나 봐. 저희가 샌드박스에 입주하면 해결될 거야.
그럼 15년 전 빈장면 요즘 잠을 통 못 자요. 나 서달미가 꿈꾸는 남도산이 만들어 볼게.
너 오늘 출국 아니었냐?
아버지 덕분에 비싼 수업 했네요. 지분 없는 CEO는 씹던 껌만 못하다는 거.
지금부터 시작해봐 앞을 달려
투자자들에게 선택된 5팀만이 저희 샌드박스에 입주할 수 있습니다.
무조건 가능성이야, 가능성.
이러면 됩니까? 그 손톱만한 징조?
넌 늘 선택이 안타까워. 누구 선택이 안타까울지는 두고 봐야 알지.
우리가 성공을 해야 다이미가 실망을 안 하거든.
어떡해? 기회 앞에서 또 자기만 할래?
난요, 내 선택을 단 한 번도 후회해 본 적이 없어요.
Okay guys, we're gonna start our Startup 2020 Kdrama review starting from the very beginning. Let's start from the very beginning.
Right guys,
First.
welcome back. Welcome back to Gempakoku, and today I have my guest, Ais Isaac. And both of us are going to talk about the series on Netflix now called Startup. You guys should watch it.
Okay, let's begin with what startup is all about. Okay, so basically startup is to start a new business with innovative technology and ideas. That's exactly what startup is. I think a lot of people, you guys are in,
Technology.
would actually know
would
what
about
startup is. Yeah, would know,
facial
right?
recognition and all that.
Right. Using artificial intelligence, right?
Yeah. So I have a company doing facial recognition, and what we discussed in our meeting, everything is in here, everything regarding the technology. Yeah, so watch it.
Watch it.
Yeah.
And if you guys, I don't know if you check out in Twitter, the #1 tweet right now is about startup.
Oh, yeah.
And yes, and in more than 20 countries in the world, Netflix startup is #1,
Oh,
and it's ranking #4 in the whole world.
oh, no more crash landing
It's
on
the
you.
first Korean, it's the highest Korean drama
I thought that was-
ever.
I thought it was
Epic.
crash
It creates sejarah. Not anymore. That was them.
Yeah.
Startup has beaten everybody, and it's the #1 Korean drama ever to have been ditayangkan.
A lot of discussion, a lot of fan wars and all that.
A lot of fan wars. Start up with the synopsis. What's
okay,
it about?
synopsis,
Yeah, it's as I said, it's a story about startup, but also it has a lot of romance. Of course, it is a Korean drama full of romance, and it's there's a love triangle. That's all I can say.
That's always.
Yeah, that's all I can say for now. So, EP1, okay. The opening scene, you will see they show fireworks and the pelancaran of startup Sandbox. Sandbox. The company is called Sandbox, and it's like the sort of like the macam majlis pembukaan, something like that. Yeah, of Sandbox. And then they got this. Hi Nur Azwa, welcome. We're talking about K-drama here called Startup. So if you guys watch Startup, you can listen to what we're saying. Okay, and there are 4 main characters, 4 leads. We start with Suzy Bae. Everybody knows Suzy Bae, right? She's the queen of drama, very beautiful lady. And the leading guy is Nam Joo Hyuk. Oh, sorry, Suzy Bae acts as the role of Sol Dal-mi. Sol Dal-mi. And then the leading man is Nam Joo Hyuk, who acts as Nam Do-san. Okay. And then the second lead man, acted by Kim Seong-ho, who is acting as a guy by the name of Han Ji-pyong.
He's not the lead man.
He's not the lead man. He's the second lead man.
I thought he was. Because in the beginning of the series, they showed him first.
But he's not the leading man. Okay, he's the second leading man.
Okay.
And then we have Kang Hana. Everybody knows Kang Hana, right? Hello, hi Kang, welcome. We got Kang Hana playing the sister of So Dal-mi, and she's a Won In-jae.
Yes.
So there's 4 of them. And all four of them are really beautiful people, right?
Very.
We've got two beautiful women and two beautiful guys. And that's what's making everybody go crazy, let me tell you.
But we have very, very good actors in Jay's family also, like Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
Who acted in so many movies.
So many stuff, yeah.
He's there. And this girl also, Kim Hae-suk.
Oh, she's brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah.
She's done, and like I tell you guys, okay, spoiler, she is brilliant in this startup.
I think she was in Itaewon also.
Was she in Itaewon Class? I don't know, I didn't watch that. But I know I've seen her in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we got this guy, I can't even pronounce his name. Yoon Hyo-seok. I watched him in The King in Love. He was the master there. And this guy, the father, Kim Joo-hyun, he's also acted in so many stuff. Really good guy. I tell you, the entire crew and ensemble are just really great actors.
Even this guy, Yoo Soo Bin. A lot,
is
even
it?
Crash Landing on You was there.
He's there.
Yeah.
Cool. I haven't watched that much. Because I'm actually, to be honest, I'm more of a Sagyuk fan. I love historical period stuff. So I don't really watch the modern stuff that much.
It's very hard for me to remember the names. I have to look at the face, then the names. That's why.
Of course, we are not Korean. But we are obsessed with Korean dramas. Okay, there's a reason why. Because they have a very high quality standard.
Okay.
The very first scene is Kim Song-ho. He's at home on his treadmill. That's the very first scene. You will see him on his treadmill in his condo, and he's speaking to someone which is not human. Who's he speaking to?
He's speaking to something like Google Home, something
like Alexa, that thing. There's a Korean name for it. I can't remember what the name. Is it written there? The name of his robot?
I don't think so.
Wait, is there a name of robot?
No.
Ada, because it's a famous actor, the one that acts as the robot.
Yes,
Yep. Ayo, where? Well, I know it's somebody famous. Anyway, never mind.
There?
Where?
Should be this lah.
Yeah, that's the robot.
Voice.
It's acted by
Yo Jin-woo.
handsome guy. Very good actor. That's the robot.
So he's the voice like Alexa and all that. He's doing the voice of the AI robot.
It starts with Ji Pyong on the treadmill, and then he asks his Alexa, whatever his robot, so tell me, how's the weather today? And the robot does something really strange. Instead of answering what the weather is like, he answers with a very intriguing, mysterious sort of message. I've got to read this. I wrote it down because it's
quite long.
It's long and it's very meaningful, and you guys have to listen very carefully. Okay, this is what the robot says.
It's a clue,
Listen, this is very important. This first episode, the first scene is the most important of all. So the bot says to him, after he asks how's the weather, he says, today, the god of fate will send you a gentle breeze into your peaceful life. You may run into someone you met briefly in your past at an unexpected place. This person may seem like a spring breeze at first, but may turn into a strong winter wind and will change your life completely.
They gave you the clue in the first episode.
Did you hear that? Did you guys hear that? Did you guys get that?
Keep fighting. No.
Did you hear that? So, there's a fortune teller going on. There's some fortune telling going on. He's telling Ji Pyong something, and he's going, what the hell? What's wrong with my bot? And then he calls his staff at office. Get rid of the bot. It's useless. It's at default. It's at fault. I asked the weather, but he go and give me some stupid fortune telling. And then the staff will say, I wonder what he said to him that made him so mad. He's like, I wonder what he was telling him.
Right, guys, sorry about that. We did a long recording of two of us discussing the session, but unfortunately something happened to the recording and I've lost every single one of it, so it's quite a waste. Anyway, I'll just continue from where Ais left off. We left off. So right after that robot incident, it's going to go from episode 1 right until episode 12. I'm just going to go briefly. I'm not going to give away much spoilers, but I think most of y'all have seen the whole episodes right until now. Okay, and we had no time to redo again, so I just finish it off here, because the next 2 hours they're going to show episode 13th, and tomorrow it's going to be episode 14th. So there's 4 more episodes left. Okay, so right after that, then it goes backwards. It shows her life, Dosami. It also showed the life of Namdo-san, and also Han Ji-pyong when they were younger. Okay, so what happened was they didn't touch much on Namdo-san first. They touched more on Xiao-dami and Han Ji-pyong. So what happened was they were actually very young at the time in school, and of course her family was separating because due to financial problems and all that. So both of her sisters, both of Domi's sisters, they separated, where she followed her father and the other sister followed her mother. And of course, as the thing goes, she was very sad. So what the grandmother did was she told Han Ji-pyong, who was staying at her place at that time, to help her write a letter to Xiaodomi. Okay, so that's how the story all started. And many people think that the grandmother forced him to write a letter, but actually in reality Han Ji-pyong was actually interested in Xiaodomi. Okay, so it will go on all the way from the letters right up to now, when they will meet up again at Sandbox, and then it will go all up the way to how they will meet up again, but she will think that they will think that Namdo-san is actually Han Ji-pyong's letters. He will think that that's the person, okay? But in reality, it's not. It's Han Ji-pyong writing the letters, but using Namdo-san's name. So they will meet again. Okay, they will meet again when they are bigger, and that's when we see the the love triangle between Han Ji-pyong, Namdo-san, and Sodami. Okay, so what happened was from 1 right until 12, everything goes all the way right until 12, and I'm not going to mention much. I want you all to watch it, but I think most of you have seen it. So now in episode 13th and 14th, people say that there's going to be a love struggle between them. Okay, because Namdo-san is already in the States and left for 3 years, and so this episode 13 and 14 is after that 3 years. Okay, so what happens then? We're going to find out in episode 13. I'm not going to touch much on 1 to 12. Most of you all have seen it. The between these 4 episodes are going to happen soon. I think a lot is going to happen, and there is a lot of prediction and fan wars between Mr. Big Hand, that's Do-san, and of course the other one. What was the other one? Big Hand and Good Boy of Han Ji-pyong. So I'm on Good Boy team because I have a feeling that at the final episode I want Dami and Ji-pyong, Good Boy, to be together. Okay, so my prediction is the next episode that comes, the 13th one, when he comes back, he's going to come back dark. Now if he comes back dark, his character is going to be much better. Okay, he'll be standing out if he comes back dark. I hope he don't come back as the same person. Of course, he'll be trying. We have seen the 2 hands that they showed on the trailer, and everyone's saying that's Do-san's hand, who wants to give the ring to Tommy, and I have a feeling that It could be it. It could be it. But whether she will accept or not, that's another thing. So we'll see what happens on the 13th and the 14th, happening in about 2 hours time. And then I'll get back with Ais on Monday, and we will discuss of 13 and 14, and we will discuss, and also we'll discuss the climax of what's going to happen in the last 2 episodes. Okay, then we see what happens next. So let's go through 13 and 14 first and see what happens. Will Domi decide to go to Dosan, or will she decide to go to Jeopyeong? Okay, we will see that. I'm voting for Jeopyeong. It might not happen in 13-14. It might happen in 15-16. But it's still too early because a lot of things can happen in just one episode. Okay? So let's keep our fingers crossed to the big hand fans. I know you're voting for Dosan to be with Dami, and to the Good Boy fans, I know you're voting for that too. So let's see who wins. Let's enjoy Startup, starting at 2 hours time. Enjoy the series, and we'll see you all back on Monday to discuss episode 13 and 14. Once again, thank you for being with us. See you in the next video. Bye.